Okay, another very quiet day. It's a blackbird zone. I hope he's having a good holiday up in Humboldt. I guess he's up there now. And just a heads up, just at the beginning of the live stream today, I will be on later tonight. I have a meeting at church, a maintenance committee meeting, so I won't be live till about 6:30 or so tomorrow night. Welcome to all of you. Please tap the like button if you're coming in. It is very appreciated. It helps get the stream out to more people. There's a guy on his, they still have those Segways. How about that? I thought those things were dangerous, like they went over the front and people got their teeth slapped out or something. I'm not sure. I don't know what the story is. How you doing, Naomi? Hey, Daniel, how are you? Oh, it's hard to believe basketball season is over. It's time to start focusing on football. And we've got to tear into the college game. We got to bust up some lines here. Nice to see you, Naomi. I don't know, I keep talking about I'm going to have noodles and shrimp, and I'll tell you, it's been 2 weeks at least. It's got to be 2 weeks since I've had them. And I don't know what happened. Like last night, I got involved doing a little bit of paperwork after I got off the stream. And then the wonderful peach cobbler had cooled down enough to eat. Oh, it was so nice. So much nice feeling in it. Hey, Angel. How you doing? Yeah, it's 68 to 74 degrees, right? It's not warm around town today. I know other places on the East Coast are talking about 102 degrees in New York, 100 in Boston. We're not sweating our sack off here, okay? If anything, it's going to be on the chilly, the upper 40s side. So, summertime, baby. People really get out of sorts when they see the sweatshirt in June. But you better believe it. Where the hell is everybody? All right, we're gonna get it. We got to get a gas here, so we're gonna get that set up. I have a gas exchange. Hey, how you doing, Doc? Good to see you. Putting this gas here. We got no gas here today, so gotta get cash back. Where else should we get a gas? No gas today there. Let's say hi to some people. Cindy, how are you, honey? Dr. Lisa, hello to you. Naomi, trying to get some, hey, shots here. How you doing? Daniel, what's going on? Oh, the peach cobbler. Hey, Judy, the peach cobbler. If I forgot anybody, apologize. Hey, Angus, kisses. Ishmael, how are you? So we got to figure out where we're gonna get a propane. It's not super urgent. Maybe we'll have to. You know, I hate to go up to the Shell station because we only got one person working here, and but they can fill it for you, you know. But you know, they make it difficult. So sometimes it's like a colossal waste of money. Oh, the cobbler was good. I had it for a little bit of an early afternoon, and it was really super good. It was all that fruit. Oh, that was so good. And the fruit to topping ratio was good. It was about 2/3 fruit and 1/3 topping, and it just so easy to make. It's so delicious and a great way to get rid of fruit if you have an overabundance of fruit. I don't know how it would be. Probably pretty good with the apple too. I don't know. And you can taste the coconut. The coconut is not real predominant. You know what I mean? This Friedman's have my. Yeah, I just don't feel like going down to Friedman's though. We can go up to the Roseland Gas Mart, our local pirates. So I gave the guy credit card, he gave me cash back, so I needed some cash anyways. He's like, sorry, I couldn't make it happen for you. I guess they never really know. I don't know if Lola's has gas or not. I don't know. So we're rolling around the hood for a little bit today. We'll get you turned around as we're getting ready to navigate the S-curve of doom coming up, which has taken many a life of people that like to treat this road, Olive Street, as if it's a Grand Prix circuit here. And they'll do like 70, 80, sometimes 90 miles an hour through this, and then they'll smash into, like run into somebody's house when they fail to negotiate the turn. Yeah, and it's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. So we're gonna go down here. I can see I'm not charging. So we're gonna remedy that real quick. Look at this thing all goofed up in here. I can let that run down. Go ahead, dude. Go do your thing. So I don't know whether I'm going to have some something Italian tonight or not. I don't know. I'm feeling a bit peckish tonight. I'm feeling a bit peckish. So hold your thoughts for me. I can't really see the side chat when I'm blazing into the sun here. Okay, like we got a 6 mile long truck here. There we go. Yeah, I don't think Lola's has gas. Some of these other markets might. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't see. They don't have a gas rack. You're not allowed to store this stuff. Oh, I know who has it. My liquor store over here has it. That's who has it. That's who has it. These, my Indian buds over here. We can just roll right into here. Bought an RV camper. Nice, Kimberly. Very nice. Alan Gentry, how are you? Everybody else, Angus Kisses. I know it was 100 degrees in Boston today. All right, so I do see the gas rack here. Do I? Yes, I do. So we're going to get a propane. And unbelievably, nobody's in the liquor store. So we're going to remedy that. Yeah, we're really nice here. Thank you.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do, bro.
Yep, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's nice. Everybody's your bro today. All right, let's see who's here. We got Dr. Frankenstein. Krista's World, how are you? Alan Gentry, always an honor to see you. 90th Candy Girl, how are you? Calisa, Costco Stop Exchange. Yeah, a lot of them don't want to deal with it because they've got to pull people out. Thank you, Krista. $2 from Krista's World. Thank you. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Let's see if we can get out of here in one piece without getting T-boned. So this is actually $2 cheaper than the other place. So I have to bear it in mind, but they don't always have the gas here. I guess we shouldn't go out this way, but that's probably a huge mistake. Oh, man. We're just compressed in like rats in the hood here. Just stuffed in like rats. All right, somebody sent me a pic. That's good. All right, here we go. That took a bit of negotiated driving there. So yeah, it's 71 degrees here. Typical beautiful, really we're more central Cal than NorCal, than North Central. I could take it to the Shell station, but they'll tell me what they always say. We don't have enough people here right now. And they put the full 5 gallons in anyway. But you can never find a time when somebody's actually working in there. So that's kind of a bummer. So tomorrow night I have a maintenance meeting, so I won't be live till about 6:30. The video with dinner at Cindy's is all uploaded. I just have to tag and title it. It's already up in YouTube. I just have to finish that. That will roll tomorrow. There's that company, Sabine's or whatever, that taco truck Sabine. That's the one I don't like because the broad tried to sell me a warm burritos that had already been opened. Not cool. Dirty, dusty thing. So I did super clean the place. I thought the boss and Janet were going to come up today, but I got a text message last night saying we're going to come up for lunch today, but then I guess something came up this morning. So I'm not going to be available for the next couple days anyway. I got to go to I got dental stuff going down. But it did give me a chance to clean up the whole house is beautiful, mop down, vacuum. Why are there so many police in this town? So many po-po. Little kittens are doing well. They're rolling around with each other. So it's day 2 of the bird vacation here. So the feedings have gone well. And yes, I guess you could say I've been overfeeding. And the kittens are eating plenty of the little baby canned food now, and I put a little extra, I add a little bit of extra water into it, just so they're getting plenty of moisture into their system, because one of them let loose a big whiz on the bathroom floor. They both did, I don't know. So I'm making sure they got plenty of fluid too, and they got very good appetites. Okay, here we go. We're pushing across. Hit the right paddle, left paddle, right paddle, left paddle. Here we go. There we are. So we got 6 more days of July. So it's about 11 days till I take off for Vegas. Now, we were talking last night about, oh, maybe you should stay in the night. Well, we got the game on the 5th. July 5th. I believe that's a Saturday. And then Sunday, I can't possibly get turned around and ready to go, because we're not going to be back until 11 o'clock or something, game day. Probably a little longer, because it's going to take a bit longer to get back from SAC. Where are we parking here? Let's see. But I might do that option if I come back, if I need to come back again. Depends how much I get too. July is a great month to be down there, so it's dirt cheap. I work out a good private deal with them. I know it's not where Amanda Hug and Kiss would stay, but it's a place. The coffee's good in the morning. It's very convenient to the church. All right, let's flip that around. Let's say hi, Wooden Chip. We got Nino, Aquarius. Nice to see you. Hey, you know, he loves Humboldt County up there. And if you know anything about the coastal counties of California, they're very beautiful with the wild coast. And you know, Fort Bragg is very nice. They have Nolo, N-O-L-O, Nolo Harbor there, where the commercial crabbing and salmon fleet goes out of there. It's not big like Bodega Bay, but it's pretty good size. And I've done some cinematic videos there showing the fleet getting ready in the morning, prepping the boats, and it's nice. The best time to go up there is like November, early December is a good time before the rainy season hits. Hey, how you doing, Simon? Yeah, I was checking the boat. Oh yeah, I got my Bernie on there. That's for Magda. Yeah, I saw it. I don't know what it is in Western Maryland there, Simon, but I saw it was a cool 100 in Baltimore today. Nino, I think Nino's up there too with it. Gold Nugget isn't charging. Well, I'm saying a lot of them, not a lot of them, but a few of them have started following suit and not charging the resort fee. Resort World is the main one. And I've seen that you can get a room for like $131 a night, something like that, on a weeknight. And evidently they're supposed to be Amanda Hug and Kiss worthy rooms, which means they can charge you $26 for a bottle of Fiji water. And you can't complain, or else they think you're cheap. Should some crawdad hunting in the rivers here? I don't know. There was a lady that posted something about Vegas, and I'm going to be restarting my X. It's been kind of dead for a few years, and I see some stuff that people post and stuff, and somebody got charged $26. It was at Aria? Yeah, it was at the Aria. And then they actually come in inventory, and if you move something in the refrigerator, it actually has a sensor in it. It says that something was moved. Yeah, 59 bucks ain't bad. I'm getting no resort fee where I am, and I like where I am. I like the convenience of it. I'm going down with a little more cash this time for a little more gamble. That should be a lot of fun. Hot, hot, hot. I know that, honey. I feel sorry for you, Buttercup baby. I was thinking about you today. Yeah, but the Aria charged $26. $26 for a bottle of water. And then the woman's like, oh, and they also have a sensor so they can tell when you move something. It's like maybe you go buy a cheap bag of M&Ms and you try to stick them in or something. It's got some sensor. I prefer German small hotel with fridge and usually drinks and yeah, that's good. I like to, this time I'm going to take a cooler and I'm going to take a 30 pack of Busch Light. I'm going to take, I don't know, a 30 pack of Diet Coke. I'm going to take a 24 pack of water with me. So I'm going to be packing in. It'll be in the back of the truck. Hey, Mystery, how are you? Hi, Kelly. The tap water isn't bad. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, it works out good. Usually I'll take a plastic bag and I'll fill it with ice and put my beers in once a day or my sodas and all that. So we've got to be a little more aware of the heat. So I'm going to be drinking a little more in the summertime. We're probably going to be hot down there. I mean, there's no escaping that. So a cooler makes a little bit neater presentation. Sometimes the maid comes in, oh, here's another one of these people that uses like a plastic bag for a cooler, and it's all over the place, and blah, blah, blah. And we can move on to those pesky Canadians. Yeah, the horrors. I've seen worse down there. Now that we got a good place to go for chicken ribs and brisket, I will get a hamburger too once. I will get a hamburger to carry out. Try that. I'll probably have one night, I'll have a couple of Coney Island dogs to kind of mix it up a little bit. So, where are you heading today? I'm not sure, Carnell. I'm just hanging out. So the baby kittens are doing good. They're just rolling around and pestering each other. They have their little bed in there. They're very happy and just squabbing and jumping around and, doing a tough guy thing with each other. They're eating very well. They're very well adjusted. I pick them up and spend some time with them, each of them individually, just to kind of get them used to people a little bit. So they're kind of used to me now. They just see me walking in and out. They don't really care too much. From Beijing, Jeff from Lokimo, how are you? From Beijing, Bucking, as they say in Cantonese, Bucking. Go home for that peach pie. I'm telling you, Kate. I'm telling you, Ace. Good thing I did. I used a lot of fruit. I could have used more syrup if I wanted to. That the peaches were packed in. And I used that cornstarch, and that just thickened that up beautifully in there. And it was just not a lot of topping, just enough. So you're just getting that fruit. I could have done without putting the coconut in because I really didn't get the flavor of the coconut. I just got the texture of it. So I would probably skip that next time. Get a bigger tip. Oh, they don't ever complain. Everybody knows me down there now. All the people that work the front know me now because they know I'm volunteering over at the church, so they cut me a nice deal for being down there. And like I said, all I have to do is walk out the door, walk 200 feet, and I'm right at the entrance of the church. It's perfecto. It just makes it super easy. I am going to air up the tires in the pickup truck. I'm going to get it ready to go for the trip. The oil was changed. It should be good to go. It's going to be good to get it out on a 1,200 mile round trip here, just to get in, and it'll be able to be available for carrying in the back. There'll be nothing in the back of it, but it'll be good. All the time, and I don't get a tip. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you, Adam. I can't say I was real thrilled to see your foot today, but you know what I mean. So the inside of the house is super clean because I thought the boss and Janet were coming up today. And then about 10 o'clock or 9:30, there's something, we're not going to be able to make it. So we'll see them on July 5th for the game. Janet's birthday's coming up. I used to shave my other produce packer in a cold pack. And I don't know how you pack them in a cold pack. I may update about my foot because no one believes it is my foot. Well, I don't know what compels you to put your foot on the video, but whatever. Is my birthday close enough to late November? Yeah, you're early December. Yeah. You were early December. Oh, I gotta go put this. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm gonna walk this over to the mailbox. Doggone, I'm right on the sidewalk, man. The hell was I thinking? Somebody's gonna have a problem. That's no good. You don't want to be that person that takes out the gas meter back there. Okay, you should not talk that way. I always think there's a lot of people that are worse off than you are. I was born. Oh, come on, Adam. Come on, bro. Nobody's ugly in the world. Stupid, yeah, there's some stupid people. But you have a very high IQ. Take that off for a bit. I hear somebody speak and I can instantly tell what their IQ is. Easy. Let's put that up there so we can monitor. I haven't set up my new cooler yet. Hey, Carrie class, how are you? It's a single one. It's not the wide one, so it should give more room for me to be able to mount the camera in the holder here with getting a grip on it. So I don't have a super big setup, but it'll do all right for Vegas. Always make sure to take a backup selfie stick with me too. You never know when you might be assaulted on the streets. I've been hey Todd, how are you? I'm doing okay, Todd. I'm doing alright. It's been a good day today. It's been really quiet. Everything's nice and clean. Living the dream. Well, it's a nice time of year. It's not my favorite. My favorite month of the year is August, of course, as many of you know, because a lot of people are away in August. And people just seem to be in the best mood. August and December seem to have the best months for people that are in a good mood. I crossed it off my list. Hey, Joshua, how are you? Miss Tree says, I'm never going back to Vegas. I'll be in Vegas in early July. I'll be back in September. I'll be back in November, and I'll be back in December. So we're going to have to see how the new cooler function. The one thing it might do better with just the hard plastic case as opposed to rubberized one on the outside. If you run in the plastic case, then the buttons don't get hit when you're mounting it. It might be a lot better. So we will see. As you can see, I've got Bernie as my thumbnail. Bernie was raging. Hey, Lord, no beer. Come to LA. I'll be down in LA in 22nd, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of July. I'll be down there. Vegas in July is a draft. Look, nobody's ever done a hotter stream than I have on YouTube continuously. Will you be able to, will you be, well, yeah, it'll be in triple digits easy. Most stressed and busy with Christmas expectations that come with it. I don't know. I find people are kind of in a holiday mood. You put on a little Andy Williams, little bit of Perry Como, little bit of Bing Crosby, and you're just feeling good. Kick back. Pop a bottle of something, look at the tree glowing by the fireplace. Yeah. The America of yesteryear. Are you on weed? I am not. I don't do weed. I drink. And on Friday nights, I drink a lot. And I have a good time. This Friday's going to be kind of quiet out there without Blackbird. And then I told Bobby I was going to make some clam chowder for Sunday. Bake some bread, make some clam chowder for Sunday. Thank you. Yeah, I don't, the weed never appealed to me. I don't like the smell of it. It has such a pungent aroma, and I just don't like how everything stinks. People park next to me, they open their car door, and the weed smell just comes blasting out of the vehicle. So I didn't get any mail today. I don't know. My luck today, the mail truck won't come through here. Like the one day I pop it in the mailbox, nobody comes along. Yeah, I've been thinking about cutting over to AT&T. Hey, Carlos, how are you? just don't like the smell of it. I'm in the cold pack. How do you put a cold pack on the back? I don't know. Taking a break from the dating scene. No, really. They'll be happy to hear that on Grindr. Tinder, whatever the hell it is. Oh, man. Guy at Samsung reach out to me to see if I want to get involved with their programs and all that. I don't know. Yeah, Tinder. How are the pickings on Tinder? They're pretty slim because Amanda Huggins says most people make up shit and they look nothing like their picture. They're using 20-year-old pictures. They're hobosexuals, and where you can only go down from there. And Amanda Huggins says never date hobosexuals. So that's pretty much her tried and true rule. Flexible go back. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Prince. They made up stuff and they use old pictures. A lot of them are broke. Yeah, Amanda Huggins just says, I have to go in and sort out their lives, right? Gracious, right? My, I haven't time for this nonsense with these. Where there's nice church-going men, that made up shit. Well, I think most people, I don't think people are really looking for a relationship. They're just looking for hookups on there. And you get what you get as a result. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. I thought I saw your stuff on Facebook. I think I saw your wife on there. Yeah, but we're separated. We're going our own way. Yeah, I just saw that after the lake this last weekend. It looked like you were going your separate ways. As long as they wash their damn hand and have something interesting that might give them time of day, that's nice, Nina. Messaging me, which I'm not into. I'm doing good, Tita. Is that Tina? Tita? Strangers in the night. Yeah, I think you have to bring you have to bring something to the table these days. But a lot of people don't lead interesting lives now. So that's kind of the thing. We're becoming kind of robotic and mainstream in our nation now as AI is taking over more of what Amanda Huggins would say, the dateable pool of people out there. It's taking a toll. Who wants a old? I like pink colors. They're staying the night exchanging. I know, man, it's cute, funny when likes golf carts in the dark and doesn't talk too much, right, Nino? All right, so we're getting ready to go down for the night. We got our truck camper shell on. We're getting ready to just. This guy's taking his stocks off. It's gonna, and the breeze is blowing my way. Doobie doobie doo. I have 20 cop kids in my basement. Are you having a meeting? Are you a Cub Scout leader or something? Hey Jordan, how are you? Thank you. Welcome aboard. I'm in recovery, so a bar is not an option for me. You know, Amanda Huggins, I think that less people frequent bars these days. as the population ages out here and the average age climbs, it's very tough for entertainment, night entertainment, like bars and late night restaurants, as the average age of the population passes 30 years old. And that's a lot of your bar trade. That's a lot of your Friday night trade. They are dying off. We just don't have the flow of young people. It's like Bloomberg had a big article yesterday, or New York Times, 400,000 job openings just in this one area. And they're just begging for somebody that can just write and read, and they're just getting these applicants that are just... Oh, well, Maya, I hope saying piano. Oh, nice. Okay, Jordan. I hang out low so much that people think I work there. Hello, what do you think about Jews? I mean, what am I supposed to say? I don't know. What do I think about Palestinians? What do I think of Canadians? What do I think of Mexicans? What do I think of Iranians and Syrians? What am I supposed to say? I enjoy the matzo ball soup. I had a knockout place with Sam and Ellen. We went to Bagel Mania or whatever it is. Oh, fantastic. I was lamenting the fact that there was no good Jewish deli down. Thoughts on the Constitution of the United States? Thoughts on the Constitution of the United States. It served our country pretty well, but like anything else that is open to interpretation from the Bible right on down, it's destroyed in the hands of man. The principles are noble, but the efficaciousness of it fades. It just gets destroyed. It becomes a weapon of mass division and destruction after a while. I like pizza too. Pizza's like the go-to food for Gen Z. It's like a big night out for Gen Z is pizza. I usually come up with a project and you get asked out a few times. Yeah, we're all part of the human race. I don't really look at people in the way of that way. I evaluate people in terms of their individuality and what they bring to the table. You know, what is their heart? That's what matters to me. What is their heart like? Do they have a good heart? Yeah, I drink coffee, Ace, every day. I'm a caboose boomer. That's what I am, a caboose boomer. My go-to are French dip sandwiches. I'm a lot different than most Gen Z. French dip is good. Who? Oh, Blackbird had that on Saturday. What day? Friday? I don't know. I was cooking dinner, and we were going to go to we went to Cattleman's. He treated me to Cattleman's for my birthday. And yeah, it's like, I just had a big French dip sandwich, but I can eat a whole steak dinner. Yeah, I don't grab the camera for edits. Sorry about that. And much less Lamar Jackson edits. It's too early. We cannot talk about football until July. Then we're going to take our preliminary look at what we'll go to ESPN. We're going to get on the other channel some nights and we're going to talk about football. Because in July we're going to start moving to a lot more content, and live streams are going to be moving for the most part. A few of them will still be on here, but for the week. Blackbird is on holiday. Right now, he's probably 200 miles up in California up there. Up in the Humboldt, Arcadia, Eureka, Trinidad, up that way. Beautiful area. So he's on holiday. He's wanted to go up and see these horses he likes. He likes Miss Jen, who has a business up there and who has a property with horses and goats on it. So it's kind of good that we're separated a bit for a week or so. It's good. It's gotten me a chance to get the cats straightened out a little bit. Take care of these little cats so they're not wallowing around in dirt. Take care of them. It's not picking season yet up there. No, it's not. Yeah, the Lost Coast. It's nice up there. I'm not a big fan of Route 1. It's just horrible. Terrible drive until you get south of like Monterey and things. But this stretch between Humboldt and Monterey, it ain't no joke. It's you better be able to turn the wheel and stay focused. Like, it's not like being on a super highway. Yeah, it's off to a good start. It has been. I got nothing to complain about this week. I'm gonna be late going live tomorrow. I have a meeting from 5:30 to 6:30 tomorrow night. So I guess after that we'll go live and hang out for a while, and then I'll probably do an in and out tomorrow night. Yeah, the babies are nice. They're getting used to me being around. They don't really bat an eye now. They used to kind of skitter away. Now they just lay there and just kind of look at you. So I'm trying to build up that confidence. Yeah, Humboldt is in California. Yeah, Humboldt County. It's one of the big logging counties up there. Yeah, but now you have to drive on one. Even 101 just folds down to one lane each way. You wouldn't think a United States highway would be a two-lane road, which is what the hell it is. Scares me to yeah, I've had some close calls on I-101, especially going up to Fort Ross, which is at the northern end of Sonoma County up on the coast. It was the Russian settlement up there, one of the original 1840 settlements of the Russians. The Russian River, the fort is still up there. That's why we have some Russian influence here in Sonoma County. And they tried to make a go of it for a few years or whatever. They just couldn't make it economically viable. It's got a cool graveyard. It's got beautiful views, but man, when that road is slick and the marine layer is low, visibility is just treacherous on that. Just treacherous. Treacherous. I'm in Riverside, and on the view perks living in the state or living in Riverside County. Through Big Sur. And now I have $10.98. I've been to Bodega Bay. I've been going to Bodega Bay for years. Unfortunately, I had to have hand surgery. I have another one coming up, so I have to sacrifice this year for next year for crabbing. I'll be out there for the red rock crab season. And nobody's really around for the red rock crabs. And I enjoy eating them too. They make good soups. They're good. I'll be eating some green crabs too. I'm sure it will, Jordan. The first one went very well. It's going to take a year for the pain to normalize. Every time their French fries are green. I'm not a fan. I think In-N-Out French fries are passable. they're not McDonald's French fries. But I don't think they're frying. I don't know what the key to I think McDonald's par fries them first before they package them. I think I would rather watch a tree grow myself. I think I'd rather watch a tree grow. I've been answering the same question on here since January 5th of 2013. Oh, it's Kyle. It's a lot of years of labor, that's all. I'm going to turn to get some recorded projects done. We got some fence work that needs to be done. Not going to be a lot of plums. I only see like 2 red plums on the Santa Rosa plum tree. Which is okay. I got to cut the other one down really hard this winter. I like to keep these trees low to the ground. So there'll be work to be done. I'm up to page 550 out of 690 in the final go through of my writing, and that's going to be a big page to turn when that's finished. And then I still hope to wrap this up by the end of the month. Plums are my favorite fruit, along with pluots. It depends. We're charging. Thank you, Ronnie. It depends. You know, the plums that you get. These are Japanese style plums, so you really can't do anything with them except eat them fresh. They don't, you can't jelly or jam them, or it just doesn't work that way. It is a big deal. It's been a huge work. It'll be controversial. Some people will like it. Some people will dislike it. Some people will love it. Some people hate it. But that's what makes a good read, in my opinion. And this got whittled down from 1,100 pages. So it's a lot of work. We've been 2 days. Yeah, because the story, you have what's Corkster, you're having bleed over between stories. People are associating like what's going on in the Middle East with this I still think we have to call it a fragile peace, but it's good to have. I mean, I applaud having some type of peace over there. The people are conflating gold and silver with what's going on in the Middle East, and you and I know it's a totally different story that's being told. So it's kind of temporarily going on a different date for a couple nights, and then it'll be back to the fold again. Because I imagine that what we've done over the last month or so is put a pretty big dent into the Defense Department budget for munitions and things, so I don't see any real reduction in spending. I'm open to reading, fellow writer here also. It's fragile indeed. Well, we just have to hope it holds. I mean, this is 2025. I mean, nobody wins in war anymore. There are no winners. Communications are too good. Intelligence is too good. Destructive capabilities are too good. It's just not a feasible thing anymore. I don't know who Banana Stein is. I'm not sure. Tell that to Putin. Well, he didn't get involved in the Middle East. He pulled his ass out of Syria, which is a positive. He's got enough fish to fry in Ukraine. Plus, you finally have Europe stepping up to the table and increasing their, UK said they're going to be putting in a big order for our advanced fighter jets. The rest of NATO is going to finally step up and start spending some money for their defense. The guy had a false wrench by his name. Which guy had a false wrench? Oh, Banana Stain. Oh, yeah, I don't know. He comes and goes. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Banana Stain comes and goes. Middle wheat oil, butter, doing 2 refined. Some say they might go to $8 or more. I don't think that. I believe the state of California would waive its special formula for gasoline if that was to come close. We have a winter blend and we have a summer blend, and I don't think the populace here will tolerate $8 a gallon oil or gasoline. Epicenter. I've not, Kyle. Europe only took 7. Well, I'm glad to see them. The only thing I can say, doctor, is reward direction, not perfection. As long as they're kicking in more money, of course, anybody can have a socialist system if they're not paying for their own defense in the 2020s. I mean, it's a nice ride. But you can't expect that sooner or later, like all rides, the ride's got to end. You buy the ticket, you take the ride. So you got to kick into the pot. What's up, Salgado? How you doing? We are subject to cow price here. I don't know. Nevada, I go across the border, I'm $2 less a gallon. Every time, and I go to Nevada all the time. We're paying $5.29 there. I'm paying $3.23. Now we got $65 a barrel oil, which is, I mean, if that's one of the benefits of peace, that's a nice thing. There's just, you have this rise of alternatives now, and it's just, cars are more efficient, solar, natural gas, they push towards nuclear again. All of that combines to, even with China, it combines to less overall demand for gas. My jersey is at home. You too, Jordan. So I'm a big advocate of peace. So maybe things will hold. That kind of war was in nobody's interest, to just progressively just keep wrecking each other's countries for no gain whatsoever. That's a good thing. Whether we took out their nuclear facilities or not, the point is, intelligence is so good that they'll have to be very careful if they ever choose to pursue that again. It'll have to be a well-kept secret, and I don't think it's possible over there. You have too many people. Too much. $2.99 would be like a dream here. Trust and believe your oil is going down next week with $65 a barrel. $65 a barrel oil. Man, I wish I could see $2.99 here. We're back over $5 again. I don't need much. Once I get back there now, I will grow what I need. Scandia. Is Epicenter the one with the batting cage? Scandia has a nice batting cage there. You can take some swings. It depends. If you're Saudi Arabia, you're like $2, $3, $4 out of the ground. If you're in West Texas or whatever, you might be, $40 a barrel out of the ground or something. The highest recorded gas price in Sheboygan was $4.84 back in 2022. Isn't that interesting, Ronnie? Our highest here was just short of $6. Just short of $6. Hey, Donna. Feels like I'm drifting away from this channel. Well, what am I supposed to do, Gordon Ramsay? I have 5 of you to come in here. They were the favorite cause. You drift out, 5 new people drift in. West Texas to get it out of the ground. Saudis. I don't know. I don't know, Corkscrew. I don't know enough about it. But I look at the share price of ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips, and they don't seem to be in any dire situation. Nice to see you, Donna. This could be short-lived. Who knows? It's not like at the beginning of pandemic where we went to negative price. They were paying you to take oil and gas off their hands. Contracts went to zero. Didn't someone drain the strategic oil reserve? I'm not sure where that stands, Corkscrew. It's like, did somebody drain Fort Knox? Isn't July 4th supposed to be the big revaluation day? Where we break open Fort Knox, we bust open the locks, and we take that gold up to market price while they're playing a John Philip Sousa march. Do 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 while they're busting into Fort Knox. They open the door, there's one gold bar. It's like the memorial bar. This is the first bar we ever put in, and it's the last bar we ever take out. Let's handle it carefully with cotton gloves. I think there was a picture in the 1960s of Martin, some woman named Martin. Was the last picture. I think she was a comptroller of the currency or something like that. She had a picture posing in front of that, Goldfinger. So, Mr. Bond, we meet again. Other than that, good key. I don't know. I'd be interested in seeing them. We get all these teaser things about Epstein Island and Fort Knox, and then it just kind of swirls and circles the drain for months. How about put some meat on the table? And I was really surprised how weak Diddy's case is. This guy's gonna leave. This guy's gonna be not guilty. Just as an aside, you have a freak off party. You wreck a few hotel rooms because of baby oil. Sounds like something Amanda Hug and Kiss would do. Oil up. Gracious. I've now put those days behind me. But I do recall them fondly. Some of my more raucous adventures. Organizing a freak off. Yeah, just for assault, son. It's just, let her press that case. But I'm surprised the feds bring such a weak case. I mean, my opinion goes down a little bit now. There's no way this guy's going to get convicted. It just looks like consenting adults mucking around. The hell is that? Just looks like your average freak off. Amanda Hug and Kiss back in her heyday. I guess this boy's down for the night. Let's see. I don't think there's just one where I've racked up more than one. Well, Kyle, they have. I'm always transporting people. You got to make a living, Gummy. You got to make a living. Whatever pays the freight. I think I'm not interested in any of that stuff. They have a good arcade out in Sebastopol there. There's always people playing in there. Yeah, I don't know. It just, you have to convince a jury, and a jury's just fatigued of hearing this bullshit. They're just like, you know what? The math's not mathing on this one. So it's very hard to get 12 people to agree that there's a there. That's a pretty big bar to... I didn't really hear the train come in yet. Oh, can you believe it's 70 degrees? We're so lucky out here to have a coastal climate. Well, who are we talking to? Ourselves? What are we doing? See if this mail truck comes blasting through. Oh, maybe you did. I just tune it out. I hear it so much these days. I just tune it out. Making you cry, I know. It's one of the big advantages of being here in the coastal area. It's just excellent weather, except for 3 months of the year. It wasn't too bad for the rain this season. Not the usual depressing. see, I'm on top messages. Doggone, man. Well, if you have any requests for Vegas, make sure to email me those, hopefully within walking distance. I'm not going to the mob museum. I grew up with that crap. I don't need to go seek it out in a museum. Be like Gus Fring on Breaking Bad. You need a laser to... I got one. Last year, Corkster, CW Media gave me a laser checker. We'll be out there checking it. I think we had about 132 degree ground temperature, and when I was out there in the hottest record-breaking day in Vegas history, out there live streaming, and then we did it again 2 days later. It was about 2 degrees cooler, but that'll be a record that'll stand for a long time. High 96. Yeah, it was pretty crispy, Corkster. I mean, you could the asphalt was getting a little squishy down where you go to donate plasma. I might donate plasma this time. I don't know. A lot of guys are telling me it's a good way to pick up a little money for a little bit of extra gambling excitement. I don't know. We might give it a whirl and do like a review of the place. Like to do interesting things. I think it takes like 2 hours though or something. I don't know how long it takes. I think tomorrow is supposed to be the hottest. Yeah, your stuff is going to break the thunderstorms and all that. You'll be in the upper 70s, low 80s. You're going to get some heat once in a while. But that's good for you. Get out there, you walk around a little bit, you appreciate your home. Walk in, you cool down, you feel invigorated. I just want to see if this mail truck's going to come in, or whether I made another terrific mistake. You can really tell the restaurant trade is down here. What's tonight, Tuesday? See, our wind is coming from the south, southeast, variable though. Always sitting here, I always have the feeling like Blackbird's going to ride up any second to the window. Any horror incident happened to me? No, I've had a couple miracles, but I've never had any horror. Okay, thank you, Cindy. like ghost experiences. I've had supernatural, but I wouldn't call them negative. I've been a beneficiary of a couple miracles. Yeah, I don't want to. These people have already heard them on here for years. Thank you, Cindy. I have the package right here to go tomorrow. There it is. And I picked up a new refill on the gas. I'm definitely going to have some noodles and some shrimp tonight. I haven't had that in a long time. I don't know how many people check these trash cans for cans. Yes, I'm in Iran. I am about 18 kilometers southeast of Tehran. Turn water into bush light. Some people say that's all you're drinking anyway, Corky, is water. But I like it. So I'm going to be taking a 30-pack down with me. And then I'm going to take the ice chest down. I'm going to take the small one. I'm not going to take the big boy. And then every day you just ice it up. Put your drinks in there, and then when you come back at the end of your long chooch, you've already had that beautiful bush at the end of the walk at the Atomic. Maybe you have two there. Then you go over, you get your chicken, and man, you're in high cotton. High cotton. You put that player card down. Now, everybody says I should use a player card at the Cortez. So maybe we'll do that this time. Maybe we'll do that. I would like to do a little bit of horse racing, devote a Sunday to racing. Sunday's ticket is usually pretty good. Lay that card down. That's it. I like the renovations they did at the El Cortez, but I don't know if that pushed the machines tighter. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, I take it out. Even though my fridge is 33 degrees. I'm going to leave on Monday at 5 a.m. So I should be rolling into Vegas at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Somewhere around there. Played a 25 side video. Yeah, I've played that before, Terry. I've played that before, the old vintage horse racing game. Done it before. Remember the Telly Savalas play? I sure do. Corkster, what was that for? I can't remind me. Of course I remember. Was that something in Vegas? Or was that some kind of travel thing? Boy, that brings back a memory. I can't remember what the heck it was. It was for casinos, I think. I think it was for Atlantic City, now that I think about it. I think it was like for Resorts International. I think it was for Resorts International. The place Merv Griffin opened, it first opened casino gambling in the 1970s, late 1970s in Atlantic City. And I used to go up to the Clare Ridge and shoot craps and go up to the Trump casino and do craps. I don't know if they have sportsbook in Atlantic City. I'm not sure. Yeah, Merv Griffin made a lot of money because he had the first legit casino on the East Coast. Resorts International just went crazy. They had like no competition for a couple of years. Coffee cup heater, but it only gets like warm. Yeah. Yeah, Merv Griffin produced a lot of shows and he made a lot of money off game shows, talk shows, all that crap. Hey June. June's busting up that heat wave. Okay, I'm not seeing a mail truck at all, and it's now 5:25. Looks like I did it again. 101 there today. Welcome to the Southwest, June. Imagine being down in Cuba, sweating your sack off. And that's a humid one too. I wonder if yeah, Alan, can you believe it's 68 degrees here right now? 68. 22 degrees cooler than about 100 miles east of here. Yeah, it's coastal California. This is a normal afternoon here. Took a while for the marine layer to burn off this morning. The June gloom. Yeah, a lot of people move here for the weather, but that's why it's very expensive here. You'll find generally in life that places that have good climates tend to be super expensive unless they're like financial centers or something like that. And this climate is exactly like the French Riviera. And also it's Italy, Tuscany, and Mediterranean climate. Try to keep these glasses scratch free. Oh, I need much. Usually West Virginia is not that hot. It can be sultry in the Ohio River Valley. Oh, Thank you. Thank you, Emmy. I appreciate it. Long as you're under a shade tree here, it's nice, yeah. Sounds like some dog's getting its sacks ripped off. Good morning, local home. These came from my daughter. They replaced the first pair I had. I'm being very careful with my. Remember, I went down to the pawn shop with Blackbird, and we're on a first name basis with everybody in all the pawn shops in town. And I looked in the case the first time we went down, and there was like a pair of Ray-Bans that were like a really special edition. I knew they were. They were like $250 glasses. So I kind of looked them up a little bit. I went back and they were still in the case up in the locked cabinet. And I asked for a price on it. She's like it's $160 or whatever. And nobody ever pays the posted price in a pawn shop. You got to knock that baby down by like a third or something. So I offered like offered $120, and she kind of hemmed and hawed and hee-haw and went back, looked it up, I guess saw what they were into it. And she's like, yeah, okay, we can do the deal. So they're really, really nice ones. So I want to keep them in really good shape. But these are good. Yeah, Ross sells. Yeah, but these aren't. This is a special edition of. This is a very limited edition Ray-Bans. They're not like the Wayfarers. They're not like the Clubmasters. This was a very specialized, and they're beautiful. There's not a mark on them. They're as clean as can be. They got a beautiful case that says the edition. It doesn't just say Ray-Ban. It has what the edition is on it. But these are kind of my go-to for hard duty. And these are like $7 on. I got a couple pairs of these. And they kind of heighten my look. I hope we don't have another COVID outbreak that's coming. Yeah, I like them too. I like the way they're tinted. They're not offensively blue on the inside. They're more like a mirrored blue. Yeah, thank you. I order. They are also safety glasses. No Lamar Jackson edits today. Every year the road gets tougher for the Ravens. These other teams don't sit still in the AFC Central. Razor blade throat. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. Somebody came in last week and said that they had that, and it was like, oh man, I hope I don't get that thing. This year I'd definitely be getting the flu shot. It's funny, the one year I missed it, I get nailed last year. Let's see. Will we even know? Yeah, we'll be told. They track them still, but we don't need 100,000 people working there, just like we don't need 100,000 people working in the weather department when we have AI. Well, how are we gonna track hurricanes and do all this? Yeah, well, we've come a little way since 1910. We don't need to puff up the bureaucracy to tell us a hurricane is coming. They already told us there's a tropical depression out there. It's one of those things that you would think in the age of computerization and all that, we would finally have a handle on predicting weather, that we don't need a million people working there. It wouldn't be the first time, Calvin, I've been misinformed. That's my middle name, is misinformed. We must have gained something in technology. Let me, the chat stopped advancing. Hold on. I like that. Let's see. I love that, Terry. We're just under the mushroom of life, getting fed what the man wants us to know. I like that. We're all victimized by the Illuminati or whatever, the New World Order. You don't really hear any New World Order talk anymore. Bohemian Grove. Trotsky, all right. Thank you, June. Yeah, the New World Order on the nose. Remember that Dr. Frankenstein? Man, I got so sick of hearing about the New World Order every day. It's all I heard about, the New World Order, what the Illuminati and the little OKs and the upside down Katy Perry, Illuminati, and Rihanna and the Illuminati. Scientology, Illuminati. I didn't like either of the Bushes. I could at least appreciate the war service of the old man. Yeah, you can't. And democracy, you're not doing any big great favors anyway. People these days have been talking about something called third way government, which is kind of interesting. The Illuminati founded by Adam was fault the Jesuits. Yes, had a great image in the world after Coca-Cola, Chevrolet, and baseball. And then the rest of the world caught up. But we flushed all that goodwill. We were beneficiaries of good fortune after World War II. I don't know the third way. What's up, Chief? You got Boston Edison up there. I sure miss the hillbillies. And I don't see Dakota Boy anymore. I turned off the water heater in the shine shack. Before we fire it up, we're going to drain it, put a hose on it, drain it. National Grid. Our bill is about as low as it can be in summer. I think I paid like I paid $14 for gas last month. $130 for electric. I'd go out of my mind if I had to run AC here. Yeah, but the propane is pretty expensive, Doctor. I mean, you're only getting you're not even getting really 5 gallons of propane. And you're paying like 10 times the market price for it. New AC is pretty efficient. No, they're not illegal. And you can't have a vanity fire. In other words, you can't sit outside and just burn logs just for sitting around chewing the fat. But you can if you're cooking. Okay, so today I pick another day when there's no pickup at this mailbox. Break up the. Yeah, but we never run gas in the house except if I'm cooking, baking. Otherwise, I hardly use any gas year round. We don't run the house. We don't heat the house in winter. I might pop it on in 10 minutes in the morning just to bust up that chill. But that's rare. How you doing, Joni? Why use bottom? Because I can do it outdoors. I don't have anything piped outside to a portable stove. I got to break down the stove and clean it anyway. Every year I have to break it down and clean it. I would say that Bird's water heater is the biggest electric cost. That probably cost about $50 a month to run that. You were handy enough to put a gas line. Yeah, it's not worth the effort. I'm not going to go busting open a gas line and hooking it all up. It's not worth it at the margin. We might go through 6 bottles of propane for cooking outside in the season. Yep, Pacers lost it, but they gave a good series. They gave a good show. What do we hear? Am I American or native? Coldest is usually December because it's dry in December. Once the rainy moisture starts coming, it's hard to get a low temperature. So the coldest I've ever experienced is 18 degrees in 2014. But we haven't even seen below 28 degrees in 10 years. Our winters have been milder. Basically, run and gun, 9 players give 20 minutes each. It was a good effort. It was a good effort. Indiana's got nothing to. They brought their whole game. I thought they were crumpling Game 6 when their big star got injured, and that bench just performed beautifully. Oh, here comes the mail truck. Yay, are we going to turn in? Putt, 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 putt. We're coming up to the stop sign. We might go straight. We might turn in. Okay, we went straight. So there's no way we're hitting that mailbox. Not tonight, Pleco. Not tonight. Oh. I thought the mail truck was coming in. They're now 10 minutes past. They're now 15 minutes past pickup time. I have my area set to 84. I don't know whether I feel like some pasta tonight. I don't know. We haven't had Italian in a while. I don't have any thawed chicken. And I've been having chicken soup for breakfast. I kind of got a taste for Italian tonight. I don't have any thawed chicken, Gordon Ramsay. Give me something to make for this Saturday, Gordon Ramsay. Give me a challenge for Saturday. I might make a chicken pot pie. I don't know. I do like a good pot pie. We've done scampi. I don't like Alfredo enough. I don't like buttered sausage, shrimp stir fry. We could do a rice. We could do a sushi. I have some of the genuine imitation crab legs. Maybe we'll do a sushi, but I've got to pick up some Pearl River soy sauce. I'm making homemade chicken soup right now, yeah. I make sure I make about 1.5 gallons of that. Let's see, meatballs, spaghetti with meatballs, roasted guinea pig, gooey, they call it down in Peru. That's the Peruvian dish, Gordon Ramsay. Gooey. Maybe spaghetti and meatballs. I do a good meatball, but it's tough when you're just one person. Eat more possum. I reckon that's a big thing in Kentucky down there. Bird can make the pasta. I think we're gonna make some. We're gonna get the General Foods cookbook out tonight, and we're gonna decide on something to make for Saturday nights. We're gonna look at some of the main dishes, and we're gonna cook something from 1932. General Dynamics. General Foods, 1932. Actually, I like Kikkoman. Man, I gotta have Pearl River. I gotta have Chinese. So we're gonna have to stop there this week at the Chinese shop to get to Pearl River. Maybe we'll run down to the Cambo shop. I don't know if the Cambo shop has it. Let's see. What's up, Sean? Yeah, he was telling me he came out of the bathroom with, yeah, they got cameras everywhere. With the 501s. How you doing, Sean? Moon River, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style. It's a young Tuesday. All right, bloody hell. Well, I can make something tomorrow night, but it's going to be late. I'm in a meeting till 6:30, so. I'm crossing you in style someday. Ooh. I don't do low sodium at all. You heartbreaker. Shrimp enchiladas. I've been here when you cook, when you caught. Yes, you have been. Sometimes you are. Hey, Dory Lynn. Cooking something delicious for me, Sean Quinn. Yeah, come on over Saturday. We're just trying to figure out something for Saturday. I'm kind of leaning towards some crab and some imitation crab and some shrimp sushi, but I don't know. Calling for impeachment again. Yeah, Tom Space, even 100 Democrats shot that down today. It's, you just wear it out too much. That time will be, that'll be 2027. That'll be on the agenda. It's way too early for that. All right, what do we got going on over here? We busted down. We don't know what we're doing. Is the Repo guy here? Is he going over to get something to eat? I don't know. Okay, he's telling him pull in. I don't know what the guy's doing. He's like, line it up right there. I guess they're repoing it. I guess that's it. So let me have your keys. Well, that's it. You understand why I took your vehicle. We do. It's nothing personal. It's just a job. Yeah, this guy's getting reaped. They're walking away now. That's it. Said, like, I thought you paid the bill. All right, we're Jordaning that baby away. Yeah, Repo. And they just come and get you. You got to turn your keys in. See it all the time out here. Yarborough Brothers. And we're going to take it right up the slide, and that's it. No, he just drove right in. And they're just walking away, that's it. Hook it up. He just gave the keys and just walked off. Every day the repo is running up and down my street. Trucks, vans, work trucks. That's it. The last ride. Looks like mom came to give her a lift home. Looks like the daughter's rig. They picked up the daughter. Now he's telling her what you got to pay to get it out of the lot. That's it. Pay your bill. Put that window up. Oh man, the heartbreak of Repo. This is a big place for Repo. People get over their head in vehicles. And then maybe they work for a winery, maybe they work for some tech company, and it's just they get the axe and they just, well, I'll try to just avoid for 2 months. All right, we're putting it in drive, and it's over to the yard. Hey, Shimei, how you doing? There you go. Nice little hybrid. Hell of a feeling. Some people just get a little overextended on credit, especially if they have to pay rent. And, with a one bedroom, $1,800 a month or something. Yeah, people kind of feel the pain. What is that? What is that? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is that? It's the Kool-Aid Man. What's going on, Mustard? Yeah, it's tough. That's why Bird's got a sweetheart deal. Yeah, well, you got to be someplace. Rent's a bummer. One way or the other, they get your property taxes. I imagine property taxes in Florida have gone up dramatically. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 boo. Yeah, with a mortgage, at least you're working towards something. But most people end up these days paying twice what their house is worth by the time they're finished all their financing. Seven, 8% over 30 years, it adds up. You take the rule of 72s, which is a standard finance tool, and you divide that interest rate into it, and that tells you how the principal, how many years it takes for the principal to double. So if you have an 8%, so every 9 years, it's a tough hole to crawl out of. Our one bedroom is in New York. Carol, what area? Are you in New York City? I guess your 3,000 is all inclusive though, with utilities. Your Pinto's paid off. With utilities, water, you probably have a pretty good super. Nobody's banging on pipes for more heat. So it depends where you are. I mean, if you're on, the more desirable areas of Manhattan, some of the better areas of Brooklyn, a little bit of Queens. Yeah, so I mean, there's some offsets there. Presumably you have more income in New York City. And you have very good transportation in New York City. Great transportation. I mean, that's a real savings with the subways and all that. It's really nice. And you have a great food scene, too. Yeah, it snows in New York, but not, it's not too bad. You have an Atlantic influence. It's really a middle Atlantic state. You have a nice influence of the ocean and the rivers. So you really don't get too many terrific snows up there. Nor do you get that super bone-chilling cold. Maybe once a season. Buffalo gets a lot more of the lake effect snow. Chili cheese French fries. Only in America you do love and still suffer. Well, retirement is June. I've said it before, and it'll be part of my second book about misconceptions about life. Retirement's only a concept that came about in the last 60 years or so. Oh, there you go, Corkster. It's an aberration in most economies. You look at the cost of putting somebody in a nursing home now. You're talking about in some cases $6,000 to $12,000 a month. People are designed to work until they drop. Never take the subway. Oh, I just wouldn't be on the subway after 11 p.m. at night. I would go surface streets if I was going to go over to Flatbush Avenue and hang around or something. I would Uber over. Can you tell us about the old workhorse and the poorhouses? Poorhouses were a fact of life workhouses in the UK, the philosophy was nobody just sits. Everybody has to work. So they give you a certain set meal in the workhouse. It might be a bowl of gruel for breakfast, and you might have some kind of soup with some bread for dinner. A little bit of heat. To me, I would thrive in that kind of I would thrive in that type of situation because of the social aspects of the workhouse. What was a good book? Oh man, there's a book about. I got to figure out what it was. A great audio book about a guy who went in and out of the workhouses and stuff. And then this was the practical aspect of boarding houses, and I did a video 5 months ago that talked about we will be bringing boarding houses back again. Yeah, may I have some more? I know we're gonna work into Greenland is nice mustard. Hey Robbie, how you doing? If you're a social person, as I am, then that type of area where you just have one room and then you have a co-shared bathroom, that's fine by me. And your meals are provided in the boarding house. I think that's definitely going to be a way. You're going to see some of these cities start to remove their zoning against having boarding houses. And then once that trend begins, it's going to be an alternative for people that maybe have, want to pay $1,500 a month just to get a room, get some meals, maybe one set meal a day. I lived in one. It was an outstanding arrangement. The neighborhood was hellish. The lady was drunk all the time, but man, she could cook. What she could do with the pork chop. I used to come down at 7 a.m. She already had cracked her first. She was probably deep into her first six-pack in the morning, hanging over that stove and dishing up throwing some bacon and some eggs down. How y'all doing today? I'm fixing to have pork chops tonight, and I got some nice tomatoes down at the Cross Street Market today. So that's what we're going to have for dinner tonight. So don't forget, dinner will be served at 6 p.m. And I ain't putting up no bag for nobody for some after dinner tonight. That's it. The kitchen closed 7 p.m. That's it. Shovel my driveway. We're cogs in the state machine. I love that, Tom Space. I love that. All we are is just bricks in the wall. Now, to me, I loved it. There were interesting people. They were in various states of dishevelment and economic distress. But it was great for me because I didn't have to worry. All I had to do was schlep my laundry out and keep everybody from busting into my room. But it was a really good deal. And I like the woman cooked like a demon, even though she was always like fired up. She probably was, I'm going to say easy, 12 beers, because 7 p.m. she just crashed out for the night. I don't want to hear a lot of effing noise around the place. She wouldn't have heard if a damn brass band came in the front door. All right. We're wailing away on AC/DC or whatever to do. Yeah, man, the hug and kiss wouldn't last a day. I'm gonna have noodles and something. I don't know if it's probably. I haven't had noodles and shrimp in forever. I just never get around to it. Last night I was gonna have it, and then I just kept looking at that peach cobbler. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna pull a corner out of this baby and just have it. And that was satisfying. Corky, that was soul satisfying. All right. So I'm living in the boarding house, and yeah, I mean, okay, so guys would whiz on the seat in the shower. You definitely wanted to have your prison flip. You wanted to have your prison slides when you were going in there and stuff. But she kept the place pretty clean. She kept the place pretty clean. Don't you have some AM radio to go listen to? I listened to some. I listened to some today, actually. I listened to. Who did I listen to? I don't know. I don't remember who I listened to. Yeah, still got half of the cobbler left. I had some to today. Hey, South Valley. So the boarding house, I showed you guys on Google Maps before we went down the street. And it was a lot rougher back then. It looks like some things have been gentrified. It looks like the old Hooper nail works is gone now. The hardware works is, used to hear the machines pump, 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 punching out brads and tacks and stuff like that. How you doing, Callie? So it was a rough area down there. Near H&S Bakery, you could smell the bakery, the bread being baked. You could smell low tide in the harbor. But we had the Perkins homes, which were put up in the 1930s during the Great Depression, the great early housing complexes, and they were horrific. I mean, you can imagine Baltimore City on a hot July like tonight. Yeah. And you're just coming through the hood and you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And you don't got the money to pay the tariff. Ask Lee Hale, he'll tell you. But I don't think Amanda Hoggenkiss would think that a boarding house, maybe a southern one with a little bit of charm, but a hard scrabble one, it would be a tough come down for her. Hey, AC. It would be a bit of a mind bender. How you doing, MTA? What's going on? No boarding houses. Well, never say never. Duplex, I don't know. I like the togetherness. I like to get at that big table that seats 12 people and just sit down at dinner and talk to people and get to know people. I did the same thing when I was in the hostel in Las Vegas. I hanging out with the Koreans and the Japanese at breakfast. It was a beautiful experience. And the guys out back, they already cracked a bottle of Southern Comfort at like 7 a.m. in the morning. It was already like 98 degrees. And they were just shit-faced by about 11. Oh, Corkster, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. She'd bring out those tomatoes. Sometimes she'd fry them up real nice. She'd bring out those fresh green beans. Damn, she could cook, man. And her thing was pork chops. What she could do with the pork chop. She made her own breading. Did like her own hush puppies. And when she wasn't slurring all over the kitchen in the morning, and you had to be careful what you said. I mean, she had good hearing. So if you didn't like something, you'd kind of wrap it in a napkin and just kind of ease it out the door when you went. But it's nice to know when you get off work, because I had an industrial supply business that I was running. And it was nice when you get off of work to know that you were going to come back and sit down to a hot meal. But you couldn't put anything in the refrigerator without permission. What's up, Fatima? I like having people to dinner that sharing the cooking. Yeah, I like that. I like that operation. I always dreamed of that at the Rancho of having a like a commune living arrangement. But man, you get some of these people in and you never get them the hell out. That's the problem. That's why a lot of like storage yards won't take RVs and things. People just dump them off to just be rid of them. That thumbnail got me all hot and bothered. There we go, Magda. I did that especially for you today. So that was a beautiful thing. I don't know if she was into dessert. I don't know if she put like cookies down and this woman was gold. I mean, she would pop that brew. You could hear it pop at 7 a.m. in the morning or whatever. And she was good to go. She'd have like a couple cases of national beer. Her talking slowly really drained me psychologically. That was the only thing I could say is the slow, how you doing today? Then she'd have to tell you about what I picked up at the market. And, who ran into trouble. And I've seen a couple guys fighting a couple up the street, fill in the blank. And you'd have to sit through all these stories. But it was a price to pay for eating and all that. So there you go, mystery. Workhouses are a different story. But this is what Elon Musk's worry is. Did you reach a situation in America because of AI and the replacement? And Amazon, remember, Amazon hired a shitload of people, hundreds of thousands of people. And now the word went out last week, and it's good for the oligarchy. It's good for the bottom line. But they're going to start dumping out a lot of people. And the CEO already gave warning that we don't need the number of people running the company that we had. Walmart's also talking about we're going to have what's called dark stores. They're Walmarts, but they're not going to be open to the public. They're going to be like modeled after like Amazon, where they just dispatch stuff in local delivery or whatever. Yeah, Bernie stream is like a workhouse simulator. It is, Corky. I'm trying to get people ready for the NWO. What jobs? Well, this is what Elon Musk was talking about, Buttercup, baby. That people are going to have to live on something. But the problem with that situation is, yeah, where's the money going to come from? And people say, well, it's going to come from the government. But we're coming into this squeeze situation now where it's not going to be so easy to just, you have Social Security, you have Medicare, Medi-Cal programs, which takes up a tremendous, the lion's share of the budget. Now you're going to put more on top of that. Tough situation. Yeah, Corkster's very pithy. I mean, Corkster's amazing. AOC ruined Amazon headquartering in New York City. Yeah, it's a new FDR. It's a new one. So what's going to happen, Magda? I mean, we already know that less people are enrolling in colleges now. They price themselves out of existence. They don't know what to offer people that could be of value. Of course, medical school, things like that. Professional schools, lawyers win in the end, of course, law schools. But when you're talking about, what am I going to do with my degree in medieval French literature or underwater basket weaving, women's studies, gender studies, what am I going to be able to do that's of value to the world? Colleges are finding out now that people have just become wage slaves. They're indentured servants. they've signed their life away for willingly. Nobody had a gun to their head. But they took out massive loans, and it becomes a drag on the economy because they're not able to fully participate in buying well, a lot of people, when times get tough, they turn to graduate school. They did in the 1930s. In the Great Depression, there were no jobs, so people went on to graduate school and hoped by the time they got out of there that things would get better. But I can tell you in places like China, they're not having people coming out in those type of majors and with that kind of useless shit to the world. It may be your cup of tea, but in terms of being economically viable, it's kind of hard to support. So we are now selling federal lands. Let me ask this, brother. The big, beautiful bill got to go. Undergrad enrollment. I specialize in gender law. Massive loans to become social scientists or to become psychologists. What the world needs more of. What did the guys say? They had a big article. The retiring president. It was in the New York Times yesterday. The guy's like, there's now 11 million people with autism, and that's thanks to me. And you go read the article, and he's talking about how everything is overdiagnosed these days. It's just killing us. And this is from the president of the American Psychiatry Association. And I thought, yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's thinking along those lines too. Fauci, I don't know. Does he still have his security detail? I don't know. Anyway, Magda, to make a long story short, people have to live on something. But there's no requirement that you live well. And our population has already started scaling down towards that reality anyway. Lots of good paying jobs out there that you don't need a degree in. Yeah, there are a lot of them. Gone to North Pole. Corkster. We are Santa's elves. Yeah, there's nothing like a good pandemic to rouse the troops. Will the ceasefire last? That's like the $1 million question. Kelly, I don't know. I hope it does. I hate to see people killed over there over senseless stuff. I mean, drop you if you. Well, hope springs eternal for IP2. I'll be down in Las Vegas. I might boost my standing up in IP2 to get me up to the top of the chart. It almost already broke. Well, Kelly, you know, there's a lot of moving parts there. There's Hamas. There's Yemen now. Yemen said we're part of the show. We don't know what's going to come in Yemen. Hezbollah. There's a lot of moving parts here. It's not just Iran and Israel. We need to focus on, if we focused on mental health anymore, June, God help us. God help us. You can read my book when it comes out. My favorite building is so epic. Magda never misses a beat. Magda, I seriously love you. We don't see eye to eye on capitalism, communism, and all that, but damn, you are solid gold dancers in here. Anyway, I think we finally crossed the line where higher education is where the utility of a college degree versus the cost finally crossed lines in there. And people are just thinking, do I really want to borrow, $100,000 to go to college and then have to pay that back? Uh, uh, Woodworking is that's good, Robbie. I do okay just repairing stuff. I've iced a few bucks for Vegas here. How you doing? Welcome back. But I don't want to overexpand. I don't want to have the phone ringing again like crazy. Way much for y'all in here. I'm not sure, Naomi. I'm just saying, yeah, the degree has to have value, but we had a luxury society where governments could afford to hire people that had, very targeted studies like women and gender, and they were being added into government positions like crazy. Now I don't know. I don't know. Shemai's more involved with New Jersey's hiring. State of New Jersey. I'm going to have to go look at that job sheet. Magda Trump Tower. uh, I'd like to hear what Dory Lynn thinks about the state of the world. Shemay will list the state of New Jersey's hiring. That drives Kyrie class crazy. In university, when came to me for help with chemistry, she couldn't even reduce a simple fraction. She graduated. I'm in the minority. But I love it when Kyrie. Yeah, I like Kyrie class. Kyrie class is great. I just don't know whether he's a self.
You want another cigarette?
I could give you $1. I don't smoke.
You don't smoke?
I don't know. Carry class, he enjoys doing a long troll here. Oh, I can't type that well. I understand. Yeah, that's good, Dorlin. But you're a smart person. There's a lot going on under that Danish noodle of yours. Yeah, it's probably the Dubai Tower over there. Hey, Cantana, how you doing? Please hit the thumbs up button. Three-dimensional. Well, most buildings are three-dimensional. Well, I don't try to stay neutral so much as I am. I don't consciously, but I gain as much from the left as I do from the right. Good Neighbor Baptist Church is looking for a pastor. Do you think, Shemay, you could shift gears on that? That's a little more buttoned down these days, isn't it? And the Royals losing big time. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it'd be Southern Baptist. They're tightening up down there. I guess Free Baptist. Be nice to hear Shimei just rip it out, man. Bone up a little bit on Jonathan Edwards and just go in there and bam, bust up a little bit of a congregation. Have people with their hair on fire. Uh, Fourth dimension is time. Then now. Do, 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 do. Uh, there might be a building in Norway. Uh, oh, I love that Jonathan Edwards. I studied all the greats. Cotton Mather's father. I studied them all to pieces. The most interesting people that you could ever run across. You talk about fanatics and stuff. It's good to get immersed in that. Yeah, all that stuff is great. It's wonderful. Made people solid citizens. I'd just like to hear Shimei bring the heater. Yeah, was it in Norway? Cali is the closest. It's in Dubai. It's got to be in Dubai. Dooby 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 doo bye ba ba boo ba boo. I don't know culturally like Dubai. It seems to me like it's kind of an East meets West place. It's got a swinging expat community. But again, it's a small place. The climate doesn't change too much. Their big development that was going to have the palm tree shaped thing was a disaster. All those homes and crap. Maybe now the abandoned creamery. It's the dome of Fremont Street. No, it hasn't, Doctor. I was shocked. I went down to, I'm keeping an eye on it. We're still talking about like $40 a bottle. I think I'm going to get a Martell next time. Just to bust it up a little bit. Yeah, they want, I don't know, return to Jesus. It just became a disaster over there. Should I drink coffee tonight? Even though I don't have coffee. June, wrong. I'm way ahead of you, girlfriend. I'm not a big city person. I don't like to do it. We are Santa's elves. I thought it would be somewhere in Norway, Naomi, where they're having the dirtiest salmon fish farm fishing in the world up there. I think we're back to square one with China. Yeah, we're back to square one. Well, there's a lot of there's clearly manipulation taking place in the bond market now because, unfortunately, the Treasury's trying to negotiate through. I hate to say it, through manipulation, the price of the bond down to try to move Jerome Powell to lower interest rates. But the problem is the short end, the 30-day rate, is not budging down at all. By trying to push down the 10-year, they're hoping that it's going to push down the whole yield curve. And the short term is just staying high, the 3-month, the 4-month, the 6-month. So it's impossible. It's impossible. Well, it's just saying when that's the next. That was the next mess. That was the next marching order to Scott Bessent is just keep pushing down on that 10-year, and but the front end of the yield curve's not moving down. It just gives them no leeway to cut interest rates, and if they do, I mean, Jerome Powell has withstood a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure, a lot of name calling, a lot of browbeating. But he doesn't, he knows that he's got no room. It's all about, they want to, yeah, but there's no, I've said it once, I've said it 100 times, I'll say it again. You can't cut interest rates unless the free market rates are below where the Fed wants to cut. And right now they're not. They're not. They're not. Well, they're going to go down quick there, June, because oil at $65 a barrel. Haven't seen that in years. Not since the pandemic when we had that inversion. Well, Powell's job is to understand whether the markets are telling them to cut or not. And right now, they're no matter what the 10-year does, they're telling him don't cut. You don't have the room there. You can't put the Fed funds rate below what the market's paying. Who's going to come to your party? I mean, it's just common sense. Yeah, so April 4th kicked off the April 4th is when all the manipulation began. You wait till the barrel ratchets at 150. I don't know what's going to drive it to 150. You can say wait till it goes to 150, but you've got to find a rationale for it. Saudi Arabia has 195 billion barrels of reserves. ExxonMobil has 19 billion barrels of proven reserves. ConocoPhillips has even more proven reserves. I mean, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I remember that, Corkster. I was watching that day. For that to go up, there's got to be a reason for it to go up. And with more electric cars on the road, more solar, Chinese getting into cleaning up their environment, more electric vehicles and stuff, it's, so you have to have a reason why. All right, I'm getting hungry. I don't think they'll be able to block the Persian Gulf. I think it's too heavily, it would hurt their Chinese market too much. What are we doing, honey? We're walking across. That's got to be a little cool at 65 degrees. Hey, Wellspew. I just think we've kind of moved past the time that we can just do big things like that in the world these days. I might be wrong, but well, Spew, as long as we got that $4.99 Costco chicken, woo! Man, maybe I should go over and get one of those babies tonight. Don't they sell out though? I mean, do they make them all the time, or does they reach a time of day it's like that's it? You can bite me. All day. Wow, I want to get me a greasy chicken. Everyone would eat crickets. That day's still coming. I'm waiting for a good recipe. Yeah, I can find a parking spot. There's probably no time more ideal than a Tuesday night at 6:45. I'm not going there tonight, but easily. I'm going to take the truck over and gas it up. Clean up the truck some. Yeah, it's like, who in the hell goes into a bank anymore? Yeah, I can't remember the last time I stepped inside of a bank. Hey, Crow. How you doing? I like these girls in Santa Rosa. They got what's a sturdy looking build to them. It looks like the bikers are there. We're going to get back on the Tuesday night ride. Let's see if we get on sighting. I don't know. Well, it just hasn't been the same since Alicia hasn't been around. I don't see Juan. My boy Juan. You might never see Juan again. He might be done. I don't even see him there tonight. He might have fried his meat. It might be over for him. He might have been catting around. He might have been catting around. Juan was like what? Legendary. Legendary. Let's go to this way. Ain't nothing going on up there. Looks like somebody took a dump outside of the Starbucks there. So Starbucks wants to hire more people and so you don't have to wait so long for your drink. Can you say profit margins? You got to keep the meat flowing. There's the man, the skater boys. Our Starbucks people are paid pretty well here. I mean, they've made jerking coffee kind of a thing. Boy, that Trailblazer is so small. Is that what the hell that is? That's a Trailblazer. Yeah, that's called winning Dorland. Sometimes here you can do a $1.99. You get a coffee, any size, and a muffin. I really don't do it, but well, they're listed on the New York Stock Exchange. They're a publicly traded company. A lot of pension funds have a lot invested in them. Yeah, it's the little things that are winning. Duplicate key to the van. Okay, the cop's moving fast. Something going on. Okay, he's going to hit the guy in the crosswalk. That makes sense. I have a propane tank I got filled. I'm waiting for it to blow. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. Let's see if we get to 150 thumbs up tonight. That would be great. If you haven't liked up the stream, take a second to just double tap if you're on a phone or laptop, desktop, notebook. Please just give a thumbs up. I love this guy. Hitched his bike to a Target cart. like the Lola's greasy chicken. Yeah, I got a propane tank I had to get filled tonight. Of course, we're not charging. Son of a... Got to refill the propane tank. Okay, I got the trash out for tomorrow, ready to go. Good job. Oh, thank you, Crow. Yeah, come July, it's going to be a lot more video-centric on the channel. A hell of a lot more free time. Get some projects and stuff done. I want to do some metal detecting before the ground gets too damn hard. Alright, I gotta unload this carefully. Alright, let's get you guys on this first. And we'll go around and grab this on the other side. Cats are gonna be hungry. They're gonna be awful hungry. Hey, Ahmed. Got a few trees, Sam Suey. Oh, that's from Cindy. Yeah, I don't think we got mail today. Let me check. I think they nutted us on the mail again. Yeah, we got nothing. Yeah, new pants. The gray ones were too big, so I'm turning them back in tomorrow. And already I got a replacement pair right here. Thanks to wonderful Cindy. There they are. See, I cleaned up a lot of the cobwebs and stuff. The whole house sparkles inside. Ugh. All right, there's the whole crew. Yeah, everything is all cleaned up. Look who's right there, baby socks. Boy, you never miss many meals, do you? You got the personality of a cantaloupe. Going nuts. Let's tear my face off. All right, let's look over here. All right. They're all crashed out. They had a busy day kicking off today. I know. Everybody's hungry. I gotta get that gas in. I gotta whiz. There's three-legged Simba. Simba. Baby socks. Magic. You got Rosie and Tiger. No fighting now. Oh no, you're gonna make all that noise. You're gonna be a boss lady as usual. Oh man. They're not gonna be here that long. Oh man. All right, let me do what I gotta do. Tiger's all stretched out. Oh boy. I know. You're so hungry. You're so hungry. You're so hungry. All right, let me take care of my stuff. Another minute's not going to do it, okay? You gonna high five me or are you gonna swat me again? Stand by. Stand by. Let's see what's on the menu tonight. What kind of slop do we got tonight? Let's see. We got 9 lives meaty pate. Turkey din din. You guys act like you never ate before. Like really? Easy, easy, baby socks. Wow. Gone insane. Scared me. Where's Skywalker? Where is Skywalker? Huh? What did you guys do with Skywalker? Did you eat Skywalker? Did you eat Skywalker? Alright, we got Tender Crunch. You guys look hungry. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? You were hungry. Tonight they drove old Dixie down, and we were hungry. Yeah, the one with the black, with the white paws, that's Baby Socks, the original sin of the whole crew. Everything is, except Tiger's, kind of her spawn. I don't see Skywalker. Time to have some peanuts. Whew. I'll let you guys enjoy this for a bit. We have to have the obligatory butt sniffing. Let me get this set up. Man, 59 degrees. Got to get the gas cylinder in. Oh. Yeah, where's the Rolling Stones? Where's the Heineken? I'm not getting that good Heineken smell. It's always these female cats. The one that just swatted the other one's female. They kind of rule the roost. Good night, Shimei. Thank you. Simba's not in view right now. Well, let there be no doubt that the female cats rule the roost. Here, they say jump and the boys say how high. Yeah, there's plenty of food there because some other ones come wandering in later for the second show. Skywalker, Karl Marx. Simba. Simba. Yeah, I know. I mean, he's got to be pleased with the way that looks. There's Simba coming into the picture. What are you doing, Simba? Huh? Where's Skywalker? I'm sure Bird's watching. Depends how many beers he has under his belt. That magic can put some food away. Cork, he's keeping an eye. Yeah, I'm glad he made it out. Well, Magic is already a very beefy one. I don't see Skywalker around. So it's like everybody eats their share, that's for sure. Nobody's going hungry. And Karl Marx is out there watching somewhere. Imagine a female cat named Karl Marx. Oh well, it's 2025. We can be anything we want to be. Chairman Meow and Shadow are inside. I got to go get their. I'll bring them out for a little bit of a visit. And then I got to get their night food ready. We'll bring them out to say hi. Yeah, they're about, I want to say they're about 30 cents under market. The rest of the thing around here. They've been rolling around in there all day. Fighting and tussling with each other. All right, let's bring them out. Let's bring the critters out. All right. All right, there they are. There they are. This is Chairman Meow. Yeah, it's just light fur on the back. See, they're all used to me now. You can't have it. You can't have a peanut. You are a peanut. You are a peanut. So it took about 2 days, and they're very used to me now. Not the best peanuts, guys. They shake when they come out a little bit. doing good. All right, time for you guys. Visiting hours are over. Say bye. Bye. Visiting hours are over. We gotta hook up the gas. Simba. Simba. And it did get chilly tonight. Oof. So nobody goes hungry. See if we got it hooked up right. Of course we don't. Spooky regulations. We're all set. That means it's time to crack a beer. And as Amanda Hug and Kiss would say, I don't hear a thing. I'm going to give the little cats their dinner. Let's see, we got chicken tuna and chicken liver recipe. Yum, yum. Baby Socks is at the back door like Baby Socks didn't even eat tonight. Crazy. All right. So everybody's all taken care of. June Che. Yes, I saw. Oh, I just heard the press drive. Oh, yeah, that was today. Yeah. Simba. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. I could be your father. Just saying. You know, it's theoretically possible, right? But I don't think you're that lucky. My dad is dead. So you think. It's like the kid came in the other day. Do you know who? He's like, oh, you can't talk to me like that. I said, sure I can. I said, do you know who my father is? I said, no, if you don't know who your father is, what the hell am I supposed to do? uh, Let me put some fresh water down. Hold on a minute. Blackbird likes to give him bottled water. Baby Socks, you are so threatening all the time. So threatening. So threatening. Oh, I went to give the cat some fresh water. Everything's very sanitary. I aim to keep it that way. I don't have any crap laying around in front of the shine shack. It's getting a much needed air out in there. Freeze warning. That Baby Socks is just too tough. Just a monster. You go to pet it and it swipes you. You go to, Bird calls it high five. I call it trying to hit you. I don't think Bird can have a bad time, to tell you the truth. As long as there's Heineken around and as long as there's money in the bank, he left a couple checks with me, just I guess so he wouldn't blow them or something. Starting to take on the financial advisor role. Okay. Magic. 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 You gonna swat me? You gonna hit me? Huh? Ooh, we're gonna make noise. Ooh. vocal cat. You never hear it meow, but it's always there. Baby Socks likes people food. You gonna swat me? You gonna swat me? I'm faster than you are. Bird is up on the Mendocino coast. Make sure the gag don't. Well, he was. You never have to worry about a check expiring. I promise you. Doesn't last that long. I just fed you. You're always about people food? Huh? You're always meaner than hell. I bet that guy that did you up and got you pregnant got busted up pretty good in the proposition. Oh man, Baby Socks is mean. I'm surprised it even got in a family way. Why would you ask us? Oh yeah. It's like asking the criminals, how do you report a crime? It's kind of a low IQ thing. Tiger! Simba! Simba's got the whole outside, went to use a litter box. Took her, now I'm in Oregon, can you pick me up? Exactly. Funny. Alright, well, you can't say that the cats aren't well fed. That's for darn sure. Oh, man. 1-800-DON'T-GIVE-A, yeah. Just yell upstairs, hey, Mom. Yes, a nice hearty appetite. There's Simba rocking around. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Let's see. Pardon me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, I guess that's going to do it for tonight. I don't think people want to see me cooking out here and everything. Tomorrow, I will be on the air later tomorrow. I have a meeting at 5:30. Probably we'll go get in and out. We'll do something tomorrow night. In the meantime, thank you, Dory Lynn, and thank you to my moderators, everything you do. What's wrong, Aquarius? What's wrong? like Amanda hugging, because I hate to see you eating. I hate to watch that. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. Yeah, thank you. Horrible, horrible. Oh, nothing. Okay, all right. I used to eat my dinner, but Amanda hugging kiss said, "You're such a savage. You're such a savage." Friday we're gonna make the drive to Petaluma. That's gonna be a big one on Friday. We're gonna go down in the afternoon. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a good time. It should be a beautiful time down on the waterfront. Should be amazing. If you've not hit the thumbs up button, could I ask you please to do so? It's very, very appreciated, for sure. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, moderators.